Hello and welcome back to the Do Brand You channel. My name is Lorraine Taylor. Do Brand You is all about you. It's about you unleashing your potential in every season of life. Now, I've been sharing with you these Friday chats where I just go behind the scenes and I share with strategies or things that I'm learning and pass that on to you. So each week I have a theme, and we're still going with kind of the travel theme. The last couple of videos have been about that. One video I just recently posted is about weaving travel into your lifestyle, which can also include your business, and also a video on solo traveling and the benefits of that. So I'm now here in Thailand, and I am weaving my lifestyle, which includes the business that I have, into just being able to live outside of my home office in New Zealand. So when I come abroad to a place like this, it's not just a holiday. I think of it as me just kind of picking myself up and relocating into another place so that I can enjoy living in another place while I still do what I love to do, which is the work that I do. So I have found, for me, it works really well to have one or two projects that I'm working on so that I can come. It's a time right now. I have 2 weeks here in Phuket where I can really focus. So my days, I started off as soon as I arrived. The next morning, I got into a routine, and I woke up and I sit out on my the little porch that they have there, listen to the jungle. There's a jungle place here with all these beautiful trees and plants, and they have waterfall sounds, and the pool is nearby. And so I sit outside and I feel very inspired to work on the project that I'm working on. So I do that. I go for breakfast, and of course in Thailand there's so much healthy fruit and just healthy food, and so just really start the day there, and then get out and explore a little bit, go and find a coffee shop to work in by the beach, which I've done, head to the gym in the afternoon. So I've got my routine, and I've really enjoyed it, and it's like I've just picked my home office up and I've put it here. But something has really stood out to me that I've been here in Thailand, and that's the energy here of Thailand. Everywhere I go, people are really friendly. They're kind, and they're just kind of in the moment and present. It's not over the top, it's not forced, it's just how things go here. It's just the vibe of the place. And I think that that's something really, really special. And of course, that's why Thailand is known as the country it's the land of the smiles, the land of smiles. And it's made me really wonder, how do people cultivate this kind of energy in their own lives, no matter where you are? How could I kind of take this vibe of Thailand with me when I leave and take it back to New Zealand so I can always have it there? So there's some science behind this, and as you know, I always like to dig into the science of why things are the way they are and how our environment and our awareness can help shift our experiences that we are having. So I want to talk to you about the science of energy and awareness. So why does this matter? Well, psychologists talk a lot about mirror neurons, which is basically how we naturally reflect the energy that is around us. So if we're rushed and when we're in a stressed environment, we tend to pick up on that. We mirror the reactions that we have, these mirror neurons. So our brains are wired for connection and energy, whether we call it a vibe or a psychological state. It's actually a huge part of us just being human. So when we're in a stressful place, we pick up on the vibe. When we're in a friendly place, like I'm here in Thailand, we pick up on the vibe. And then there's something really interesting about attention and how that shapes our experience. I've been listening to a podcast where someone was talking about setting their alarm every hour, not to check their phone, not to find out what they needed to do, but to pause and to just breathe. A deep breath and just to reset. And so there's this science behind the fact that that breathing shifts our nervous system, it calms our stress response, and it actually changes how we process the world around us, and it brings us back into the moment. And this ties into something that I've been thinking about with travel. When we're in a new place, we notice more. We're not on autopilot. Everything feels fresh. We've got those mirror neurons happening. So we're mirroring the vibe around us, and we're naturally more present. And presence really being, where you are in the moment is the foundation of positive energy. And it allows us to actually experience life rather than just move through it. And that's what I love about travel. By coming here, I'm mirroring different neurons that I would be mirroring when I'm back in New Zealand in my home and in the place that I live. All of a sudden I'm kind of mirroring different neurons, and because this place is just full of kind people and the vibe is so fresh and it's so friendly, I've picked up on that. And then because I'm in this new place, I've been able to really focus on presence, and that's the foundation of positive energy. It's kind of like a double whammy: the mirror neurons and being present in the space that I am in. So I also wanted to share a little bit about the science of the smile. I found that really interesting. I kind of thought, what is it about a smile that makes it so powerful, really? This Thailand is the land of smiles. It's what gives the vibe. So I wanted to keep with the science idea, and I wanted to dive into what is it about the smiles. I'm in the land of smiles. What is it about smiling that really helps with this vibe that I'm feeling? And it's amazing to see just how powerful a smile really is. It's not just a casual greeting. It's part of the culture here. People are genuinely kind. They smile at one another, and it seems to have this ripple effect on everyone that they encounter. I mean, Thailand is the land of smiles. So I wanted to dig into the science behind the smile. I mean, what is it about smiles? And the thing is, smiles are really, really powerful. It's not just a casual greeting. It's like a ripple effect on everyone that you encounter. That positiveness just goes from one person to another. I was and then because of the smiles, you get the kindness that comes out. I was at breakfast the other day, and in front of me was this lady, and she had her napkin or serviette, and it fell on the floor. And this man walking past just bent over, picked it up, and gave it back to her. Just like, I don't know, I don't notice that as much, but I notice it here. It's kind of like it's just the thing to do. The other day I was sitting by the pool, and there was a group of 5, young men in their late 20s, bit rowdy, having a good time, having a drink, and being a bit loud. But every time the lady from the bar, there's a pool bar here, would come over to check on them, see if they needed anything else or take another order, they were so polite. They changed their tone of their voice, and they were like, oh, thank you. And their thank yous were louder. And it's like, wow, like, is this smile really that powerful? So here's the science behind the smile. When you smile, you trigger a cascade of positive psychological responses in your body. And your brain then releases dopamine, serotonin, and endorphins. And those are feel-good chemicals. They not only elevate your mood, but they also reduce stress. And it makes you feel more relaxed and positive. And it's not just about your own experience. When we smile at someone, we're triggering the same response in them. So when someone smiles at me, I get the positive hit of emotions. But also the person I smile, it's reciprocal. Both people are getting it. And there's something really interesting about the psychology of smiling. Studies have shown that people who are more likely to approach someone who smiles builds social bonds and trust. And I think that is part of the vibe here. It feels like a really trusting place. You feel like it's a really safe space. A smile signals openness, kindness, and approachability. And it's a universal form of communication that transcends language barriers. In a place like Thailand, where smiling is such an integral part of their culture, about their daily life, it really, really creates this presence and in the moment that's so special. So how can you create energy in your life where you are at now? We can do that by taking the ideas of the mirror neurons, the positivity of a smile, and bring that into our daily life. So I wanted to share with you a few ways you can do that. One is to be intentional with your energy. Just like people here seem to be in a natural flow with kindness and ease, you can consciously choose to show up that way as well. I mean, even if it's stressful, a lot of times the best way to break a stressful environment is just to smile. A small act, holding a door, making eye contact, saying thank you. And like the 5 young men that were, a bit boisterous, really genuinely just stopping what you're doing and saying thank you. And then you will improve the energy around you. And then number 2 would be to practice micro presence. Instead of feeling like you have to completely disconnect or meditate for hours, just pausing a few times a day to breathe can shift everything. Just to breathe and just know that and if you want to set your alarm every hour, or every 2 hours, whatever you want to do. Just those deep breaths and just realize to be present and to realize you're picking up and you're adding to the vibe that's around you. Number 3 would be to change your environment where you can. We mirror what we are surrounded by. So if you can, to kind of have a more exciting life, I suppose, or not exciting, that's the wrong word, like a richer life, change your surroundings. You can do it locally. Right now, I've done it internationally. I've actually gone to another country to work here for a while. And so I'm changing my environment. Talked about in the last couple of videos, you don't have to travel internationally, travel locally. Just go somewhere for an hour down the road. Book in a place to stay and just enjoy being in a new vibe, new place. And another one to do would be to notice more. That's what I love about travel. It makes it so much easier to really notice what's going on around me and paying attention to things. And I think you can do that where you're at. You don't have to go anywhere. You can just be more present. So that you notice young men saying thank you. You notice the man who who picks up a serviette or a napkin. Maybe it happens back in New Zealand. I just don't notice it because I'm not really fully aware. And then, hey, of course, smile more. It's smile at others and smile at yourself. Smile whenever you're doing anything. Just maybe breathe and then take a time to just smile. It triggers positive emotions. It helps you to just shift that whole energy that's around you. So I think one of the biggest things I'm taking away from the trip here to Thailand this time so far is that energy is contagious. And the good news is that we have more control over our own energy than we think. Whether it's through breathing or noticing or making small intentional choices or just smiling, it's just a ripple effect. So be creative and find ways that you can create more positive energy in your life over the next week. And the other thing is, I've been reflecting on the power of the smile, especially here in Thailand with the land of the smiles. A simple smile can raise your energy, raise the energy of others. It fosters connection. Like I said, it feels very trusting and safe here. Psychologically, when we smile, we trigger emotions in ourselves and in others. It's an incredibly simple tool, but one that can shift an entire interaction and even can shift our whole day. So I'd love to hear from you. What's something small do you do to reset your energy? Or have you noticed any experiences of, the vibe of a space that you're around and how it affects the people in it? So yeah, if you'd like to, I would always appreciate, hit that like button. Of course, YouTube likes it if people that watch the videos hit the like button and comment and share the video and subscribe to the channel, of course, all of that. So always appreciate that. Also, I would like to just share that I have a link below for the Do Connect newsletter. It's what I send out once a month. It's just a little bit of just a support for you to unleash your potential in every season of life. And then after I do that, I always, if I have any coupons I can share with you for events I have coming up or courses or workshops or anything, I can share those with you. So have a great day. Just enjoy the vibe that you have at the moment and really be present in it. If you don't like the vibe, see if you can change it or go somewhere else. But enjoy your day and don't forget to smile.